Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we have for you another episode of Old School Shoots, following up from our previous one with the runner-up in our poll. It is Masayuki Naruse taking on Koichiro Kimura back in 1993 in Rings. So, this was during a brief period of Rings, or is this one 92? Whichever one it is! This is that fight. So Rings had a period where they were getting in anybody and everybody in terms of the martial arts. We had lots of Seido Kaiken kickboxers coming through. We had guys from Submission Arts Wrestling. We had guys from Pro Wrestling Fujiwara Gumi. And this is the fruits of those relationships coming to bear in a shoot between, or what I believe to be a shoot between, Koichiro Kimura and Masayuki Naruse. It should be fun to watch. So Kimura, big for a submission arts wrestling guy, and would later go on to fight Hickson Gracie in the 1995 Valley Tudo Japan tournament, but somewhat lacking in terms of well-rounded skills. He could take a man down, and if he could get any of his Hidataka Aso nonsense going, he could submit them. But if those two things couldn't happen, his submission defense was somewhat porous, and his striking also porous. So it'll be fun to see how the Seido Kaiken practitioner that is Masayuki Naruse, and solid shoot wrestler in my opinion, can handle our boy Koichiro Kimura. And so far he's landed some nice low kicks, and Kimura's hands are sneaking down to try and catch that kick, which is not necessarily the safest thing to do. Charging in behind the palm strikes, over under clinch here. Nice knee to the body from Koichiro Kimura. Smart work when you're the strong wrestler. Punches to the body from Naruse. Plug into that Seido Kaiken skills. And palm strike from both fellas on the exit. But I think Naruse's landed better. Low kick. Just kicking the shit out of Koichiro Kimura's legs. And then parrying that jab and landing a palm jab of his own. Misses that low kick, although Koichiro Kimura already heavy on that other leg. Shoots in. Driving. Single attempt. Gets up to the back. Trip down and onto the back here, but no hooks. All just chasing the choke, just cranking the chin of Masayuki Naruse. Naruse trying to peel off the hands of Koichiro Kimura. And they are fucked up in the ropes, which is lucky for Naruse, because they've been stood up by Osami Kido. Rest in peace, Osami Kido. He died not long ago. Reportedly, the most badass man in Rings when they first started. And just not used by New Japan, not used by the newborn UWF, but used by the original UWF. A very solid wrestler, and a shame that he is gone from this world. Alright, here we go. Palm strikes from the fellas. Long jab from Masayuki Naruse. Low kicks. Switch low kicks and climbing up higher. Landing the body. Nice palm strike. Overhand right. Body punch. Knees. Palm strikes. Koichiro Kimura is sick of getting hit, and he is flailing like a baby on the head of... flailing like a grumpy teenager on the head of Masayuki Naruse. Changing head position. Getting control. Knee to the body from Naruse. Kimura. Oh, high kick from out of the clinch. Rad. Showing those Seido Kaiken roots. Body knee. Palm strike from Koichiro Kimura on the exit. Lots of striking so far. Very fun to watch. Big low kick. Look at that leg just fucking fly out. That was silly. Going for the Koshiguruma on a superior judoka / wrestler and just getting uranagi'd. So for Jake Andrawatha, that is indeed an uranagi. Big back throw from Kimura there. Very nice. So that was very silly. Don't do Koshiguruma unless you are really, really good at it. Nice single too. Picks it up and just pushes it up. Maxes out the flexibility of Naruse and then gets on his back. So Kimura feeling himself a little bit now. Getting that cross wrist grip. Keeping control. Going for the bar here. Trying to tip over Naruse. That's cool. All the way over. Naruse going to double wrist lock. Manages to spin all the way over as Kimura has to base out. So the reverse double wrist lock. Kimura back to controlling that arm, trying to work the bar and then getting a roller turnover again. I think my wrestling terminology is okay there, but if it's not, you know, Your King Mob or one of the other guys who actually wrestled will tell me. Because mine is reliant entirely on reading articles and the United States Wrestling Syllabus from 1978. Palm strikes! Naruse definitely landing better. Oh, knee to the body and then foot sweep from Koichiro Kimura. Very nice. Front headlock. Once again, we're down here and he just runs out of ideas. Because being a submission arts wrestling guy, like, he has a deep bag of tricks, but I feel like unless he's in top side control or Kesugatami, he doesn't really understand, doesn't really know what he's doing. Picked up that single leg, and Naruse sort of gave that one up to drop back on the legs. Karashi Higi. Single leg Boston Crab attempt here from Koichiro Kimura, changing to the knee bar. But he's got both legs in there, which he's not going to finish. Gotch style toe hold here from Naruse, very cool. Where you're reaching under and then cranking on both. Going for the, it's not a heel hook, but it's totally a heel hook, bro. Cranking those things. So, like a true Gotch toe hold is through the legs, but the grip that Naruse has here, where he's reached all the way under and then is grabbing it with his fingers and pulling it around, is what I will call a Gotch style toe hold, and that's Frank Gotch rather than Carl. Changing off to a toe hold, casual toe hold, standard Commodore Garden toe hold. Kimura trying to stomp down to get out of it, but the toes are pointing towards his butthole. And if, there we are, there's the tap. Well done, Masayuki Naruse, chasing that toe hold all the way to completion. Very cool, very fun little fight. Gives Asami Kiru, who probably took a part of his coaching, a little hug. And Kiru has to fix up the old headset. So, very good, very fun little fight here. And he gets carried out to the back. Gets applauded. And here's Nagai, and here's Akira Maeda to shake his hand for defending the honor of rings in a shoot. I'm very happy for young Masayuki Naruse. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I had fun watching that, and I certainly hope that you did. Thank you for tuning in, and I shall see you all next time as we behold the masterful toe hold. No leg secure, but there was nowhere for Kimura to turn because his back was flat on the mat. Alright, see you later, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.